Take a girl and a guy, and they fall madly in love and form a family. Sprinkle in some counseling degrees and a doctorate, a dream of transforming relationships as we know it. And 20 years later, we give you power couple Dr. Ray and Jean Kadkhodaian. And this is Couples Synergy.
If you think about your relationship like a bank account, and the times you spend enjoying your time together, exploring new things, and experiencing the world, those are deposits. And the times you spend fighting or disconnected and not talking, those are withdrawals. What is the balance of your bank account right now?
You know, we're here in the springtime at this vineyard, Round Barn Vineyard in Michigan.
Give them a little bit of the vineyard.
And, you know, things are just starting to grow.
In the beginning of every relationship, we all love each other, right? And everyone's faults look cute, and we can tolerate them. But as we begin to grow as a couple, and the more investments we have, then the problems start to come up, and the more difficult it becomes.
As you invest more in your relationship, that's when the risk gets greater. And that's when couples start, you know, distancing themselves. You know, the intention is good. You don't want to talk about things that are going to be controversial or going to cause any conflict. But what that actually, results in is that the couple becomes more and more distant from each other, and they stop talking altogether.
So we wanted to share a story about a couple that we did work with that went through Couples Synergy, and they came to us. When they came to us, the woman, she was very angry, very, very angry. There was a huge disconnect in their relationship. They were sleeping in separate beds. She was investing most of her time and energy into her work and into her children and into her mother.
You know, the husband, he was a fighter. He actually had his own gym and everything, and he was really good in the ring. Great fighter, just very fit, able to handle that type of conflict very well. But when it came to his relationship, that's the conflict that he shied away from.
In my third session with her, I had her bring me in a list of things, and she said, you know, my husband doesn't know anything that's on this list. These are very personal, private things to me. But my mother knows all of them. And what she'd been doing her whole life, and it was expected by her mother that she share her life with her mother and not with her husband. And so he didn't know anything about her because she never shared. And she was always so unhappy because she couldn't reach him.
Their relationship became so distant that they would not sleep in the same bed together. Their intimacy decreased significantly, and the conflict increased significantly. They would spend a lot of time apart, you know, sometimes even in different rooms, where he would go and watch TV in another room and she would watch TV in another room, and pretty much just get together to co-parent or just deal with logistics of the relationship. But when it came to actual emotional connection, that was something that was completely lacking.
So we encouraged her to, you know, she had this huge wall up, to start letting her wall come down and become more emotionally vulnerable with him just by sharing about her daily life and the things that really mattered to her.
You know, for him, his goal was really to become more expressive about his emotions, to really talk about any of the thoughts that was going on in his head. You know, it's something that guys really shy away from. It's the F word, right? You know, it's sharing your feelings, which is very difficult, right? Men are taught societally to keep your feelings to themselves and not really share anything, you know, about that, especially with your partner, because it would show weakness.
So she finally was courageous enough to start sharing with him, and he stayed with it, with his feelings. And the next thing we knew, they're giggling on our couch together. And they hadn't had sex in years, and they finally had sex again, and they started enjoying each other's company, and they started doing things without the kids. They would go on date nights. They planned a vacation without their kids, and they had never done that, and their kids were already almost in their teenage years. It's really sad.
We hope that you can join us on our couples weekend intensives, or even sign up for the C2C couple to couple program that we offer couples.
We're really passionate about making things fun and exciting and new and vibrant. And if you follow us at all, you'll see we're always doing stuff. We are so busy doing lots of things, and this weekend is extremely fun. It is a great way to just change your life up.
And there goes our dog Jasmine. She's taking off, so we're going to have to go get her. Create the relationship you've always dreamed of.
With the partner you fell in love with.
Let Couples Synergy show you the way.